love this fair. Yeah, I don't know. It's good to catch up with everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
I see them like once a year, or twice a year.
It really does feel like a homecoming for printmaking. I think like more than other print events. I think because it's like it's in one place. Mm-hmm. So it's like you go to other conferences and they're great, but like you're all over the place with those. There's like an event here, an event there, and like here it's like everybody is in the same space for like a few days, and it's just you kind of get a chance to chat with everyone, and it's super nice.
I don't do like a ton of conferences either. I feel like I come to Texas for all my printmaking events because I do this, and then I do the Bayou.
Oh, nice.
In April.
Yeah.
That's usually my two big ones.
Okay. Do you do any other kind of fairs or just these guys?
No, not really. Mm-hmm. In Brooklyn, I put one on myself.
Oh, you do?
Just at a bar every December.
Oh, cool. What is it called?
But not printmaking. It's like all
but
friends
still.
that do crafts. It's called Deck the Walls.
Oh, that's perfect.
We've been doing it at this bar called the Palace, but they have a big back space, and it's awesome.
That's really nice. That's nice. And like, I feel like, with your work while you do, as we were just talking about, you're more than dogs.
Yeah.
Yes, you're more than dogs. You're a talented dressed person. Or any animal.
I do try to stay away from humans. Never like drawing humans.
I bet you could also have that be like a life philosophy, like stay away from humans as for subject matter or just in general.
I'd rather hang out with animals than humans.
Yeah,
so.
Totally. Were you always that way? As a kid, like a more animal-y?
Yeah, I always loved animals. I don't know. I feel like I'm a extroverted introvert. Like, I'm quiet, but I like to be around people, I guess.
Gotcha. So you don't mind like spending time with humans, but it's like,
this gets to be a lot after the third day.
Totally. Do you have a way that you recharge? Because I always feel super drained after events like this.
Not really. I don't know. Couple beers.
The classic, as you say that. The classic. Yeah.
Maybe not the healthiest way to recharge, but
as long as it's a couple, right? Yeah. And so, do you ever get sick of talking about dogs? Or seeing photos of other people's dogs? Because I bet people are like,
no, I love seeing dogs. I do feel like I started to like pigeonhole myself as the dog guy.
Oh yeah. Well, and you're called Doggone Studios, so that's in there. But
yeah, no, I love drawing all animals. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm going to try to do more animals this year.
Yeah, totally. What other kind of do you have other plans for big pieces or different things you want to try doing?
No, I really want to do a theme park related something. I don't know. I have this picture in my head of like the roller coaster going down in the foreground, or maybe something Coney Island related.
Yeah.
But
with dogs or just with all creatures.
I got to figure that one out. I might have to do an all dog one.
I mean, it would. You've got the all dog fountain.
Yeah.
The all dog pool.
I have a lot of New York themed all dog ones, so I might just keep working on that.
Is the pool New York themed?
No,
it's not a specific pool, but the fountain and then
the fountain, Central Park, and then the stoop is.
The stoop is just a
Brooklyn
classic.
Stoop.
A classic Brooklyn stoop. Yeah.
It's actually based on a photo of a place in my neighborhood.
Oh, really? Like a famous photo, or just like a photo?
No, just a photo I took.
Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
like, that's the house that I walked around, and I was like, I need a perfect stoop with this angle, with the door down here.
Have you ever gone and tried to sell it to the owners?
No, I should.
You should. I mean, they've got the money.
I'll leave one on the doorstep.
Right. That's really sweet. Well, you also do like, speaking of like leaving things in kind of community stuff, you did like the rabbit hunt for Easter. That was so cool.
Easter's, I don't even know when Easter is.
It's the other side of Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah.
So it's coming up. It's the other side of Lent.
I try to do that every year. Just like paste a print on wood and cut it out. And then hide them around, and I'll leave them on my stories on Instagram.
Yeah.
People will go find them. I think like 2 years ago, I did it on TikTok, and that video like kind of blew up.
Oh wow!
And there was like people were like, based on where I usually do it in parks around Brooklyn, and like based where I was going, like people were already at the park, like waiting for it.
That's nuts. So what did you do then? Did you hand it to anyone, or were you like, no, I have to go hide?
The last one I did, there was like a rush of people that went for it as soon as I posted it. I don't know if anyone actually saw me like place it, but
yeah. That's so funny. So does that mean that you will do it on TikTok again, or you might hold off? Was that a positive experience?
No, I'll do it again.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll mix it up. It won't go in such a direct line to park to park.
That's so funny. It was like a little like
last year was way more chill.
Like a Doggone Studios tracker beacon that's like going through the city
Yeah.
like beep, beep, beep. That's so funny. Do you think, are you going to do a skateboarding bunny again? Or?
I don't know. If I have time, I want to make something new. Because I have like 2 that I've been reusing. And I feel like it's time for a new rabbit.
Yeah. Have you done other kind of community, like social projects like that?
Just like on my own. I've done them outside of Easter.
Yeah.
Just randomly. I think I was better about that a couple of years ago. When I was traveling, I'd bring one and just put it somewhere.
That's really
I feel like I'm like being all trying to be sneaky, but I'm probably just look so weird, like being like, is anyone watching me put this bunny down? And then like photographing
taking
it.
a photo of it. So it's wonderful in that way that there are so many people and there's so many creative people that like.
I'm sure there's way more weirder people doing weirder things.
Yeah. You've always lived in New York, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Rochelle, which is like right outside the city.
Okay.
It was like a 40-minute train ride to Grand Central.
Yeah.
And then I went to Pratt.
Okay.
And stayed there
Yeah.
ever since.
Beautiful. Like, I feel like a lot of times people will talk about New York and their relationship with it, and it can kind of be like, sometimes it can sound kind of cheesy, like when they're like, in Sex and the City, New York's the 5th character, that sort of thing. But do you feel like you have a relationship with the city in your creative practice? Because you do see it show up,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been there my whole life. It feels like home. I mean, I honestly don't like Manhattan all that much.
Okay.
I stay in Brooklyn. I go like probably months at a time without going to Manhattan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Manhattan feels like the city to me.
Totally. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came to Austin. We got to see you again.
Yeah.
And it's always,
you gotta come by the studio in New York.
I would love that. We'll be there next week for Print Week, so we'll figure it out for sure.
I'm in Greenpoint, so if you're in North Brooklyn, come back.
Totally.